Alright, folks. Today we are going to be having a look around the Ether Foundation. Let's see what we can't get into. Place is quite big to be a sanctuary floating out in the middle of the ocean. Primer. Regional variants. You visit a tropical region, you get a tan, right? Is it something like that? Yeah, kinda. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, regional variants of Pokemon are affected by climate, but they're also affected by what they eat. Like the fruit is going to grow different in different soils around the world. Environment definitely shapes evolution. The two pretty much go hand in hand. I'll protect you with my love. That's how I feel about animals. I'm like, I'll protect you all. Extend my arms out around the world and stop all the bad people. House. Lusamine. Lusamine. Yeah, I don't forgive people who harm Pokemon. Or animals in my world, for that matter. It's an unforgivable grievance that I will have for you for the rest of, or with you for the rest of my life. No, sweet boy. I'm already over 40. Really? You know, I'll be 42 next month. I gotta take a screenshot of this. Computer, hello? Print screen, please. That's crazy. Oh, she's going in on your style. What was that? Well, hello. Now that's rude, Hal. Ooh. It's aura flare delay. Fine. Go, Dartrix! We'll handle this the old school way. We better get ready. Let's hit him with Razor Leaf. I have no idea what type this guy is. Well, that did us in. Dartrix return. Glorious. Beast boost, huh? You seem to be poison. I'm gonna go the rock route. See what bite could do. Wait, where are you going? And just like that. Poof. Hey, we were battling. The Ultra Recon Squad? Recon, as in reconnaissance. I'm dumb. Zosie? Zoe? Zosie? Josie? Zosie? Yeah, there we go, Zosie. Tell me more about this Necrozma. So, like, is Necrozma an Ultra Beast? It comes from their world. So they are running experiments to purposely open ultra wormholes. Because that's always worked out anytime people do that. Got back from hanging out with your friend. Wish I could hang out with my friends. They live in another state. Get a bump on my arm. Wait, why do I get a TM and Hal gets a food? Okay. An ultra hello to you guys as well. I wish that we live. I wish we could live long enough. Well, actually, I don't know if I want to live that long, but I wish we could. Sometimes I wish we could peer into the future. I would love to see what our star is going to look like when it turns into a red dwarf in billions of years. Because right now, it's pretty nice having a white star. Of course, yellow once filtered through Earth's atmosphere. Our sun's cute. I like our sun. Or our star. The Ultra Recon Squad. Why is everybody in Japan always hungry? Like every anime I watch, every Japanese game I play, every character is always super hungry. They always have that Goku appetite. Every protagonist. Every one of them. Ula Ula Island. Palapar. Terra firma. I don't know why she wanted us to go to the garden. Ooh, we've gotten to 40. Any more? Probably not any more stickers down here, but I'll check anyway. Nope. Okay. Oh. By the time you get around to Sword and Shield, it's pretty easy to create a pretty devastating team. You have so many legendaries now to choose from. I must admit, though, by the time we got past X and Y and we were in the Sun and Moon Sword and Shield era, I wasn't paying as close attention to Pokemon anymore. And I was learning their names, but they weren't sticking in my head like they would have, in my youth. And I really didn't do any competitive battling from that moment forward either. Like I didn't battle any of my IRL friends, so I really don't know much other than like the surface level stuff. Like I said, I don't remember what this guy does. The nurse is taking a quick break? Oh cool, a cutscene. One that I don't hate. Nice. Yeah, I like random stuff like this. I can imagine. Seeing injured Pokemon all the time does slowly wear me down bit by bit. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of that too. People are going to be wondering why I'm putting this stuff in Discord. It's so I can have it for later. Pokebeans. Seriously, I just got a shiny Pokemon through Wonder Trade. Lucky you, kid. I get them sometimes too. When your Pokemon evolve, do you think they feel like, yes, finally? Probably. I don't know. You know, that's a good question. I don't really know how Pokemon feel about evolution. I mean, through the anime, we kind of get the sense that the hell is happening here? Hang on. There is a lot of people outside I have never seen before. How many do I have? 68 in bag. I'm gonna invest in some Ultra Balls. Super Potion. Probably couldn't hurt to buy a few. Couple of Hyper Potions. I think we're good on other stuff. The whole legendary and mythical thing is a bit murky in Pokemon because Pokemon is divided into two realities, kinda. In the Pokemon canon, you have the anime, which is separate from the games, and you have multiple game canons. You have like Timeline A, Timeline B, which I think is really stupid. People, like, I'm not a fan of the people who are clamoring for a Zelda timeline either. I also think that's stupid. I think these overarching canon timelines for video games, in the sense of like the Nintendo stuff I play, I think it's stupid. All these video games are fairy tales. They're campfire stories, they're bedtime stories, even Mario, all of them. They don't have an ongoing canon, so to speak. I think it's stupid. Pokemon, you go back and you look at the, in the first few games, first few seasons of the anime, they're like, Professor Oak thinks there might be more than 150 Pokemon out there in existence. Now there are over 1,000. But they retcon every time a new generation comes out. You see people who've been living with these new Pokemon their entire lives. The anime went from, oh, there's only 150 around, to like Ash and them traveling to a town where somebody lived with a Noctowl for 70 years. So it can be a bit tricky. And then, you have all these people around the world that have Mewtwo. They're supposed, theoretically, there's only supposed to be one Mewtwo in existence. How do you, quantify billions of people around the world having a Mewtwo? It's kind of hard to do. And I think most of the time, Game Freak just hand waves it. And they want you not to think too hard about it. They want you to just not ask too many questions like that, because they don't have a really good answer for that. I'm assuming there's more than one of every Pokemon in existence, no matter how rare they are inside each game. Like, your save file might only find one Cubfu, but obviously it's an entire species of Pokemon. And yes, it becomes legendary because people have never seen one in person. Nobody living today has ever seen one in person, so it becomes like legend, and then eventually legend becomes myth when there's no fossil record, nobody has ever seen or caught one. So it becomes a whole thing, you know? I don't know. I try not to think too hard about it because it gets real messy in the long run. But you kind of, sometimes you kind of just got to go with it, you know? Now, when we get to the end of this game, I will be talking about that more. We will touch on this more. Because there are events at the end of this game that play around with multiple timelines throughout the Pokemon universe, and we will be digging into that when we get there. Hey, he withdrew. Oh. He has Flareon. Okay. I'm gonna switch as well. Lauren and I blogging as some dinosaur. That's next weekend. That is not this weekend. Madre! You have the Pokemon Go timeline too, where Pokemon are coming out of their reality into ours. So I think there are probably, there's no telling how many. Again, I try not to think about it. I try to, it becomes messy. I don't like to think about it. Younger me would have been all over it. Younger me would have been out there connecting dots. I would have had the board up behind me with the string leading from picture to picture, trying to figure it out, but it's best not to. It's best not to. Fury attack. I'm not really a big fan of Fury attack. I can never make it work. I don't keep old moves. Noibat. Why sure. Oh, use the Y to. I keep seeing movement out of the corner of my eye, and there's nothing out there. There's not a thing out there. Right. Bum, 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 bum. Tauros. Ooh. It's time for stubble. Get him, Stubble. Well, I mean, that's simple. They want you to buy new plushies and new merchandise, so Ash has to use different Pokemon every time. Damn it! No, not Stubble! I'll make you pay for this. I do have revives. They're just in a different pocket. That's a pretty strong attack. Jesus. Okay. Of course it knows a dark attack. Hey! Raichu. Well, isn't this a sight? Mwah. Transfer Zygrave from Sword to ZA. Did we not get another Zygarde in ZA? I feel like we had... if you want two. Are you allowed to use two in competitive battling? Yeah, sure. Go for it. I don't see why not. Oh. So your Raichu's faster, huh? I don't like it. I don't like how much faster you are than me. I'm surprised he hasn't healed any of his Pokemon. That Psychic's just gonna hit every time without fail, huh? Stupid. Get my takedown. You don't really need brutal swing. Yeah, we'll learn takedown. Well, I mean, at this point, you know, we have so many opportunities to keep getting the same Pokemon over and over that I don't know. Like, how many Mewtwo does everybody have in their Pokemon home, you know? Beware! I love Beware. In the old games, when you evolved, you didn't get the dex entry. You said to go back into the Pokedex and read it manually. When they finally did this, It waves its hands wildly in intimidation and warning. Life is over for anyone who doesn't run away as fast as possible. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know how tanky Beware is. I guess we're gonna find out. Oh no! You're soaking wet. There you go, spurt. Yeah. He's looking all dapper. Bye, Hal. One of the other reasons that I've stopped paying super close attention to like Pokemon leaks and news leading up to a new game's release is because I remember the artwork released for Pokemon Sword and Shield before it came out, and they showed those fire trucks. And they showed a Blastoise on the back of it. Oh my god, she's gonna be such a bitch. I just want to look at the fire truck, you bitch. And it showed a Blastoise on the back. It showed them shooting water and stuff. What in the world? This message is held for review. What? I don't know what that is or means. A bunch of flags. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, they showed a Blastoise on the back of the fire truck, and I was like, oh, cool. We get to see a Blastoise riding around putting out fires and stuff, just like the original Squirtle. No, we didn't get to see any of that. We didn't get to, that would have been an infinitely more fun game had we been able to ride around on the back of a truck with Blastoise putting out fires, but and that happened a handful of times across a bunch of games too, not just Pokemon. Like, I would see the concept art for a game, and then I would get so hyped based on that concept art, and then we never got to see it. It helped review because they spammed emojis. Wow. I mean, spamming emojis is harmless in context, I suppose. I wish we were doing this during the day. The game thinks it's nighttime, even though the sun is still clearly out. Is that a Growlithe statue? It is. I can't tell what that sign. No writing. Ah. Okay. Slowpoke. Oh yeah, that's true too. With the whole mega leak thing that came out, well, last year, this year, or whatever, we now know what they're planning all the way to 2030, which kind of sucks. Yeah, the core coral stuff was always like as far in advance as we could get, as far as what they were knowing what they were working on each time. Well, that's one of the benefits about not being on social media anymore, is I'm not going to see any of that stuff. Okay, so that just, it ripples at all times to let you know it's a fishing spot. I thought the rippling meant there was something there. Okay, I got you. I got you. I think I only ever played this game when it first came out, and then I played it a little bit a couple of years ago. I remember hardly anything. The hell is happening? Oh no, it called for help. What in the hell does that mean? I'm going to take a guess that perhaps English might not be your first language, which is fine. I'm not judging. I don't remember what level Grimer evolves. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I guess we know what level Mudbray evolves. It remains calm and unmoving no matter the situation. It mixes dirt with saliva in its mouth to make a special kind of mud. Yes. Our team is shaping up quite nicely. Dartrix has gone down a few times. I'm not really crazy about that. Well, now hold on a minute. See, this fishing spot isn't rippling. I don't get how the fishing stuff works. Oh, nothing I do with Grimer is going to be super effective. You think you're old. Oh, that's right. That is a game, isn't it? That's a game that looks like Undertale that I know nothing about. I'm gonna go back and heal. Yes, I need to heal up Dartrich. You didn't choose that emoji. Well, at least it wasn't. I mean, it's just a random emoji. Wasn't anything too bad. Okay. Today is Pokemon Day? I like how they get the little toddler's baby Pokemon. That's cute. You know what? Ooh. No! Well, I can't have that. Learn to peck. Could you please? Haha, sing miss. Why is this rather large? Do you think we'll see a new evolution next year? It's been a while. They know everybody wants one. Evolution! It's what's happening today. Everybody's evolving. Bum, bum, bum. Wood type? We don't need a wood type. We have grass. Decidua. The Noctis arrow quills and it knocks. Okay, it knocks is in it, not just them on the thing. Its arrow quills and shoots them at opponents. When it simply can't afford to miss, it tugs the vine on its head to improve its focus. Okay. Spirit Shackle. Ooh. What is Spirit Shackle? User attacks while simultaneously stitching target shadow to the ground to prevent the target from escaping. Oh! So they can't escape. Okay, well, we're going to lose pluck. Because we no longer... I mean, we're a bird, but we're not flying type. We are grass ghosts. So that's what we're going to roll with. I don't want to be taking photos of my Pokemon right now. I'm busy. Oh, that's a cool little bridge. Double better. My neighbors moved out. Happened rather suddenly. Maybe a week passed, if that, and she already put new people in. I haven't met them yet. It's both forms of Vulpix. It's one form of Vulpix. Right, everybody dogpile. Get Vulpix. Oh, damn. Professor! You gotta hear this. An ultra wormhole opened up like right in front of us, and there were totally ultra beasts in there. And aliens from other worlds, too. You gotta tell Professor Burnett. Maybe someday you'll be able to go through the ultra wormholes. Ah, here's open. We'll be at the bus stop. No way. Oh yeah, the observatory. That's pretty cool. Well, the observatory is where we do our island challenge, I think. Rage candy bar. Gyarados again. I'm really glad they didn't play around with the concept of de-evolution. I think that's a little stupid. I want to say it was a rumor when we were kids. Like, I think there was one of the cards in the TCG might have had de-evolve as a move or something, but I've never been able to find it. Of course, I haven't looked it up in modern times, but back in the day, I couldn't find it. Of course, that was pre-internet. And I haven't thought about it enough to Google it, but I don't know. It's not a concept I'm a big fan of. Once a Pokemon evolves, it feels permanent. And I don't like the idea of them de-evolving. Mega Evolution's okay. Like, I get the whole temporary evolving to a hyper state. That I'm cool with, but like getting hit with like a de-evolution beam and having to go back seems dumb. I mean, some people might like it. I don't know. I just know I'm not a fan. But there's no telling what they'll come up with in the future. Oh, my controller died. Okay. My poor controller. Uh-oh. Those batteries are dead too. Am I about to be in a pickle? You're gonna go now. Alright, well thanks for hanging out. Right, these batteries are working. Yes. I have to charge these. I might wait and charge these when I get back, because if I charge them now, they're just going to be sitting. What did I think of the president of the Ether Foundation? It's just nice. Yeah, I'm using the Xbox controller. Actually, she's headed off to the library. We need to find the bus stop. I guess I can't go in there at the moment. Alright, we'll poke around the city and see what we got. What kind of shirts do you have? Let's see. I don't like them. All these clothes are terrible. Some shoes. I don't really care what my book bag looks like, I'll be honest with you. I do care about what my cap looks like now. Not the trilby. What is a street cap? I don't know what that means. Alright, you don't have anything. You've wasted my time and the time of my associates. I shall take my leave. What have we here? Oh, barbershop. We're good. We don't really need to deal with that. Then over here we have a gym. We have no gyms in the Alola region. They're gonna charge me. She's a Cantonian gym? Oh, she spotted me. So this is just a mock-up of the Vermilion Gem by Lieutenant Surge. Cantonian Gym Lee. Well, I didn't expect this, nor do I remember this. Ridley. Like a rock. Oh, I do intend to tear through this gym, yes. Let's move you here. Yeah. Wait, the trash can is full of drinks and ice? Why is the camera so strongly overhead? It's not that overhead in the original. Takedown it is. Bam. That's a lot of recoil damage. What is this music? Da 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 da. Smoochum! Little smoochum. Not the crocodile tears. Oh, I forgot. I forgot my lights on the timer. It's 7 o'clock. Oh, he's not a trainer. He's just a regular here at the gym. Well, she's a trainer. We're going to get a badge that we didn't even know we were going to get today. The Pokemon are really basic. It's a polite way to put it. We've gotten pretty strong. You gonna use Pikachu and Raichu? He has one Pokemon, and it is Macho. It's not very Vermilion City of you. Choppies. Oh, ouch. That would be my dark typing that got me. Oof. Okay. Well, tits tat. Well, sucks to be you. We beat the Vermilion, kinda, gym. We get the Thunder Badge. I actually have a Thunder Badge here in my hand. I have all the Cantonian badges here in my desk because I was going to put them all in a shadow box frame and put it on the wall. We got our Thunder Badge. Surge Badge. The novelty item, but take good care of it. Hey, there's a new trainer in here. Okay, so it might be a little different every time we come back in. We'll have to try it again another time. That was fun. A fun little aside. The hell? This is gonna be annoying as shit, isn't it? The lady that moved in next door has 2 boys. I'm assuming high school age, maybe? Car full of kids just pulled up. They're gonna be loud and obnoxious, aren't they? Maybe they'll be good kids. I know the lady that owns the house had only good things to say about them, so if they'll just be regular, normal teenagers, I'll be fine. No, I mean, like, if they're just normal teenagers, I'm cool with that, but if they're always going to be sitting outside smoking weed and drinking and screaming and hollering and booming their music, then we got a problem. And before anybody says you're racist, it's what the last neighbors did, okay? I just don't want to go through that again. It was rough. And it's funny because the lady that lives 2 doors down, she wouldn't let her kids go outside. Because it's just, the whole neighborhood was weed all the time. Weed smell so thick in the air, you couldn't fucking go outside. I think it'll be okay. We'll hope. Well, here's hoping, you know. She bought a new outfit? Yeah. Hepu. I'm assuming that's how I pronounce your name. I don't really know. I'm so distracted by what's going on outside. I'm sorry. Sticker. Don't let me forget, we need to go find the... There he is. Never mind. When terrific Tapu travel, the Tapu guardian deities are each thought to have made their own respective fixed island into their base. However, this is a recent understanding, and the Tapu of old were said to capriciously visit other islands, play with people and Pokemon, and then fly off somewhere else. It seems as if, for the Tapu, these were aimless trips. But while it may have seemed like wandering, we suspect that the Tapu were trying to facilitate communication between the islands. Really? I don't care about Z moves. I do not care like at all. Springing forth from Alola, I became an island challenge champion and wanted to show my vaunted skills in a far-off region, but those city trainers were strong. So, as champion, if I had just passed the time peacefully, I wouldn't have had to suffer so much. I say, cursing myself, but I want to leave my claw marks on the world. Today, too, I'll be pushed by my partner to extract revenge for yesterday. Rise with my remaining strength. Yes, springing from Alola. Okay. Falling in with the Seafolk are mysterious. They skillfully manipulate boats, riding the waves with their knowledge of the stars, visiting each region of the world. With knowledge of each legend and riddle, they one time received a windfall of treasure. Even they themselves do not know where they came from or when they began their boat voyages. Okay. She gives us fly. It's all the way here from Johto. Here in Alola, TM, it's a fly as a TM and not an HM. The empty sky broke asunder, a hole appearing where had been none. A single beast appeared from in it. It was called the beast that devours the sun. The king of Alola bowed before it, the beast that shone so like the sun. The island guardians fought against it, but in the end, the beast had won. Then did the beast that devours the sun shine its light on the line of kings. Then did the beast that had won bring nature's gift to bless all things. Beast of sun and beast of moon, through their union they brought new life, a fragile air in Alola born, that island guardians would keep from strife. The ancient kings sang their thanks for Solgaleo with song of flute. Two tones rang out across the altar, a perfect pair, even after mute. Steal the book and run. What other books do we have? Like, there was a whole other page to that, and I just skipped by. Did your Pokemon give the tempo a great power of unknown providence? Well, that didn't make any sense. If the Tapus fought the legendary Pokemon, and neither were stronger than the other, then how did the legendary Pokemon grant, power to the Tapus? Key. Hey there, little guy. We'll play some other time. What do we have? Yeah, I got a problem. What are you gonna do about it? I did kind of cut in line. Hey, there's a dog. I want to pet that dog. Starting to get a headache. This was a mistake sending out Grimer first. The toxic spikes got me. It's ought to settle things. The strange souvenir. I remember when everybody was talking about that back in the day. We thought that was gonna connect to the next Pokemon game, and like be a whole thing. If I can find it, where are my key items? Wait, what bag is it in? Also, let me get rid of All of these new tags that are driving me crazy. Yeah, I've said this before, but video game developers don't do this. Don't do this shit right here. It drives people with OCD insane. Don't do this. Do not do this. Let's see. Strange souvenir. I don't know what pocket you put it in. It doesn't seem to be in my pocket. Literally not in my pocket. Where did it go? Oh, snap. Okay. I'll take this. I think, isn't that the cat from the original Sun and Moon? Yeah, I think it is. Sticker. Yeah, Pokemon hose, rain dance, damp rock, of course. Rain dance will last longer while holding a damp rock. Pokemon hold if you want to held last a long time. An icy rock. This is pretty easy. Like, these are not hard questions. Pokemon hold if you want sunshine, heat rock. Pokemon hold sandstone, smooth rock. Yes. Okay, she's gonna give me one of each. Okay, cool. You could have just programmed it for her to give me them all at once, but why do that when you can do this? Yeah. Bye, Probopass. Bye. Hello. Another one? Oh, wait, did she not give me one earlier? I thought that girl gave me one. Let's see if it's in my pocket now. Oh, there it is. I have 3 of them. Oh. Well, they do nothing. Like I was saying, we thought they were going to connect to the next game in some way. Of course, you made the jump past Ultra Sun and Moon. Like, no new games came out for the 3DS after Ultra Sun and Moon. You jumped straight to the Switch with Sword and Shield, so... I need to go back and make sure I'm fully healed before we go to the observatory. I need to run back to the Pokemon Center. Alrighty, everyone. That's going to do it for today's episode. Oh, hope you guys had a fun time. Oh, I got a little distracted from all the commotion going on outside. They've all left now, of course. Go figure. But it's getting late. It's getting dark. I'm going to head off. See you, folks.